Hi everyone, this is your math guru. In this video, I'm going to show you how to simplify the following trigonometric expressions without the use of a calculator. Please don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button below for more easy to understand math concept. Starting with my cast diagram, I'm going to use that for my reduction. For the first part of the question, we have sine of angle 90 degrees plus x multiplying sine of negative x, that's a negative angle, multiplying tan of 180 degrees plus x close bracket over cosine of 360 degrees minus x close bracket multiplying sine of x minus 180 degrees. Starting with the first expression, sine of 90 plus x, if I go back to my cast diagram, 90 plus x or 90 plus theta falls in the second quadrant. Sine is positive there, but using the co-function rule, my sine is going to become cos. So I have that as positive cos of x multiplying sine of negative x, negative angle, because it's an acute angle, falls in the fourth quadrant, and you can see that only cosine is positive in that quadrant, so that will give us a negative sine x times negative sine of x times then tan of 180 plus x. 180 plus x falls in the third quadrant. Tan is positive in that quadrant, so that simply becomes multiplying tan of x. Then at the bottom, I have cos of 360 degrees minus x. That falls in the fourth quadrant. Cosine is positive, so therefore that's going to be cos x times. Then I have x minus 180 degrees. I'm going to show you how to reduce that quickly. If I have sine of x minus 180 degrees, to make that positive, I'm going to add 360. So I have sine of, in bracket, x minus 180 degrees plus 360 degrees. And that will give us sine of x plus 180 degrees. If I go back to my cast diagram, x plus 180 is the same as 180 plus theta or plus x in this case. And you can see that in that quadrant, my sine is negative. So this is going to give me negative sine of x. So I'm going to change that in my expression. That will be times negative sine of x. So the next step, I'm going to cancel out similar factors at the top and at the bottom. I have cos x dividing cos x. I have negative sine x dividing negative sine x. Therefore, I'm left with my answer, which is tan of x. So I've been able to reduce that without the use of a calculator to tan of x. Let's look at the second example. For the second question, I have tan of 300 degrees plus cos of 90 degrees plus x divided by sine of x plus 2 cos negative 30. Note that we've been asked not to use the calculator, so therefore I'm going to show you how to reduce that. Tan of 300 degrees falls in the fourth quadrant, and you can see that the code for the fourth quadrant, that's 360 degrees minus theta. So therefore I'm going to rewrite that as tan of 360 degrees minus, I need a value that if I subtract, I'm going to get 300 degrees. In this case, that's 60 degrees. Then I have my plus cos of 90 plus x. 90 plus x, that falls in the second quadrant. And using my COCO rule or my co-function rule for cosine and sine, that is going to be negative sine of x divided by, I have sine of x plus 2 cos of negative angles because that falls in the fourth quadrant, and cosine is positive in the fourth quadrant, so that remains positive, and then that becomes cos of 30 degrees. That's equal to 360 minus 60, that falls in the fourth quadrant. As shown, only cosine is positive, so therefore that's going to give me negative tan of 60 degrees. If I expand the bracket, I have minus sine of x divided by sine of x plus 2 cos of 30 degrees. So now that I have my angles, I'm going to use my special angle triangle to find the value of tan 60 and cosine of 30 degrees. Starting with tan 60, I have that as minus tan 60. Tan is using my SOHCAHTOA. I'm going to write that down. Tan is opposite over adjacent, and if I look at my diagram, it's going to be my opposite, that's root 3 over adjacent divided by 1, and that's root 3. So that I have that as negative root of 3 minus, I still have my sine x divided by sine x plus 2 times cos 30. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse because my reference angle is 30, so it will be 1. My adjacent is root 3, and then my hypotenuse is 2. As shown, if I simplify further, that's going to be negative root 3 minus sine x divided by sine x plus, then I have that as root 3. Because the factors cancel out, I have 2 dividing 2, that's 1. Now that I have that, what I'm going to do next is to factorize negative 1 at the top. I'm left with positive root 3 plus sine x over sine x plus root 3. And we know that the addition rule, a plus b is the same as b plus a. Therefore, root 3 plus sine x are the same factor as sine x plus root 3. So therefore, my final answer is negative 1. Thanks for watching. Bye.